As soon as possible, after reaching the grounds of the Hampton Institute, I presented myself before the head teacher for assignment to a class. Having been so long without proper food, a bath, and a change of clothing, I did not, of course, make a very favorable impression upon her. And I could see at once that there were doubts in her mind about the wisdom of admitting me as a student. I felt that I could hardly blame her if she got the idea that I was a worthless loafer or tramp. For some time, she did not refuse to admit me, neither did she decide in my favor. And I continued to linger about her and to impress her in all ways I could with my worthiness. In the meantime, I saw her admitting other students, and that added greatly to my discomfort, for I felt deep down in my heart that I could do as well as they if I only could get a chance to show what was in me. After some hours had passed, the head teacher said to me, "The adjoining recitation room needs sweeping. Take the broom and sweep it." It occurred to me at once that here was my chance. Never did I receive an order with more delight. I knew that I could sweep, for Mrs. Ruffner had thoroughly taught me how to do that when I lived with her. I swept the recitation room 3 times. Then I got a dusting cloth and I dusted it 4 times. All the woodwork around the walls, every bench, table, and desk, I went over 4 times with my dusting cloth. Besides, every piece of furniture had been moved and every closet and corner in the room had been thoroughly cleaned. I had the feeling that in a very large measure, my future depended upon the impression I made upon the teacher in the cleaning of that room. When I was through, I reported to the teacher. She was a woman who knew just where to look for dirt. She went into the room and inspected the floor and closets. Then she took her handkerchief and rubbed it on the woodwork around the walls and over the table and benches. When she was unable to find one bit of dirt on the floor or a particle of dust on any of the furniture, she quietly remarked, "I guess you will do to enter this institution." I was one of the happiest souls on earth. Booker T. Washington, Up from Slavery. Booker T. Washington, in his book, gives us a very good summary of life in the 1800s into the 1900s. This man went through a lot, but he worked hard and he flourished. And one of the things he said was that I wish that schools would teach more about people and not just give people knowledge. He wants them to teach about people. This is one of the reasons why at Lifestem Academy we love to teach about people. We love to teach about stories of people who have changed the world and people who are making a positive impact. Here's my question to you parents. What books are your kids reading? I hope you would inspect and make sure that they read books that make sense. And I know that some people might have a rebuttal for me, so I'm going to end with this. Some people might say, "So Amos, are you on the camp that says that children should not be indoctrinated into certain things?" And my answer is yes. Children should not be exposed to nonsense and things that will destroy them. And you say, "Well, Amos, you're going to indoctrinate them with something else." And here's what I'm going to respond with. You're going to be brainwashed whether you like it or not. The question is, what is washing your brain? I'd rather have children have their brains washed with truth. And ultimately, I want them to flourish in knowing the one who made them and gave them the ability to do what they can do. So please consider and rethink about what you are allowing your children to learn. And I want to encourage you to find a school for them where they flourish and where their teachers recognize that the parents are responsible for the moral upbringing of the child. And ultimately, God is the one they should submit to. Have a blessed day and take care.